Hey, many fish. September 19th, 2017. I'm back here on the Invictus Games website. You're going to have to bear with me on this one because by the very grace of God has something just amazing been revealed to me. And I'm going to share it with you. No edits, no nothing, because I got to get this out while I see it clearly. You see here on the Invictus website that they have all their little numbers here that they want to make sure you see as soon as you visit their site. They want you to see 550 competitors, 17 nations, and 12 sports. The timer. Always an eye grabber, the timer. Don't forget. 23rd through the 30th. The 1500. I was led to just search 1500 and the Bible. And what I came up with initially, all the results come to this article that came out, I believe, in 2012. But this is an updated one from February of 2016. And it's talking about a Bible that was supposedly found in Turkey. Oh, by the way, look at updated. 232. Supposedly this Bible, they're proclaiming that it could very well have been written by Jesus himself. It's in Aramaic, so on and so forth, and some are claiming that it apparently discards the idea that Jesus was crucified on the cross. Now, what would the powers that be, those dark powers and principalities, the ones who run the I Am games, what do you think kind of significance that has with them? To be able to convince some, if not many, that Jesus wasn't crucified, just to raise question, just to get that idea out there. The 1500-year-old Bible. And I searched the Bible itself for the number 1500, and there is none that just stand alone. It's always part of another number, like, 31,500 and such. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I believe that that's what that's linked to. There was no Jesus. The story of Jesus is false. That's the number one thing they want to convince people of, is it not? 1500. The 550. This one is pretty amazing. They have 550 competitors. In the year 550, that was when Cyrus the Great, he officially conquered and set up the Persian Empire and began to free the Jews from Babylon. In 550. That's very important. It's also very important that 550, if we look in, I got this all written down here, you just bear with me, 550, and of all places, folks, you will not believe this. This really is one of the things that just made me my jaw dropped. But if we go to 1 Kings, let's see here. Just bear with me. I mean, I'm almost really nervous. Chapter 9, verse 23. These were the chief of the officers that were over Solomon's work, 550, which bear rule over the people that wrought in the work. And it is my firm belief, and I know I can prove it as soon as I get good enough at organizing my scripture, but I know that that is when the Mystery Babylon, the synagogue of Satan, began with those 550. And that's when the foundations in 550 BC by Cyrus were decreed. It was okay for the Jews to rebuild the temple, and they started to lay the foundation. Okay? I'll have links to all of this stuff. You know, Babylon is Cyrus, the deliverer of Israel, his prophecy. This is the prophecies of Daniel in Isaiah, 550. And we can go to Isaiah and Isaiah 44:28. After we've looked at Kings 9:2-3, that just blows me away. 550 sorcerers, basically. I'm sorry, but this is where this whole dark synagogue of Satan truly began. It's where it planted its roots, and it's grown ever since from there. And this is everything we see. Mystery Babylon. All right? So, we got that connection. The 550 BC, when they were okayed to build the temple. All right? Then next we have the 17 nations. Okay? These are the 17 nations. Okay? Just really pay close attention. The ones with the red X's next to them are the ones that are known to have nuclear weapons. These are just the ones known. France, 1. Let me just get my little... Germany, they have a shared nuclear weapons program. Italy, again, a shared weapons nuclear program. That's 3. The Netherlands have a shared nuclear weapons program, I believe, with France. 4. Same with Ukraine. 5. United Kingdom. 6. United States. 7. So we have 7 nations that are known to have nuclear weapon capability. 17 nations. 7 heads. 10 horns. Do you see what I'm saying? And this really, honestly, could be flipped around to the 10 with nuclear capability and the 7 without, because several of these countries are more than likely housing nuclear weapons. But I'm only going with the ones known to have a nuclear weapons either sharing or direct program. 10 out of the 17. 7 heads, 10 horns. Okay. We can look in, I want to just take a quick peek here at John 11:9. This is regarding the 12. Okay? This is regarding the 12. John 11:9. Are there not 12 hours in the day? If any man walk in the day, he stumbleth not, because he seeth the light of this world. I had to just throw that verse in there. And if we go to 12, just in the Bible, it's just incredible the results we get. There are literally, let's see, 165 verses with 189 matches. But I'm focused primarily on Revelation, when he's describing the 12 gates, the 12,000 furlongs. Okay? But I have to show you this. The 12 sports. This is really interesting here. Here are our sports. Here are our list of sports. Archery, athletics, cycling, golf, indoor rowing. The Jaguar Land Rover Driving Challenge is number 6. Powerlifting, sitting volleyball, swimming, interesting symbol, wheelchair basketball, wheelchair rugby, and wheelchair tennis. I'm going to bring your attention to number 6. The Jaguar Land Rover Driving Challenge. Please take note of the symbol that they use. Does that look familiar to you at all? In any way, does that not look a little familiar to anyone? No? Well, then I don't know where you're from. But I guess what I'm getting at is these Invictus games. absolutely are going to be somewhat of a spiritual linchpin for events. That's really all I can tell you at this point. It is definitely part of an agenda that is going to unfold in this coming week. And that's really all I got for you for right now. But really, I believe, honestly, I feel a very, very strong sense of urgency with this one. There are just way too many lining up for this to be, once again, an accident? Really? Vimy, the explosive sniffing dog mascot, in front of the government twin building under the arches? Invictus I am? You get the message. Absolutely going to stay with this one. No jumping around off of this one. This is too important. Please comment if you have anything to add to this. But I believe we are looking right here at Revelation playing out. Peace and grace, many fish.
Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole armour of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Wherefore take unto you the whole armour of God,